Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Binance Podcast. My name is Wei Zhou. I'm the Chief Financial Officer for Binance. So what I want to do with this show is to spend time talking to specialists, entrepreneurs, scholars, influencers, basically leading people from a variety of industries. Hopefully, through these conversations, we can share insights on how blockchain is changing not just these different industries, but also in changing the world. Here's a quick disclaimer. All opinions expressed by our host and our guests on this podcast are merely their own opinions. They do not imply any endorsements or opinions of their companies. You should not take these opinions as specific investment advice, as you will be solely responsible for your own investment. Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Binance Podcast. Today, I'm actually really excited to be joined by a CEO and founder of one of Binance's portfolio companies. This company I've actually heard about a year and a half ago when Binance was doing our first round of incubating projects. And then now they have fully evolved from sort of an early stage project to a fully grown sort of business and are currently, delivering a real product to our users. The name of the company is SafePal, and the product they produce is actually a hardware wallet. I'm here joined by Veronica Wong, who is the CEO and founder of SafePal. Veronica, welcome to the Binance Podcast. I got your prototype, I think almost about a year and a half ago. And I think one of the investment pieces that I remember the investment committee for the incubator program was you guys are going to come out with a hardware wallet that's easy and cheap. Much cheaper, and then with sort of all of the other safety features of some of the other hardware wallets. Mm-hmm. And then I think that was the attractive nature in terms of why we sort of led the initial sort of incubation. Before we jump into sort of to learn a little bit more about SafePal and then where the company is going with the product, can you talk a little bit about maybe introducing yourself to us and to our listeners?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me here. It's great to be here. I was born and raised in Guangdong, China, where the economic activities are the most prosperous and the foreign cultural and economic exchanges are the most active in China. I learned English and education back in my college, where I grew strong interest in Western culture. After I graduated, most of my classmates, to be honest, became teachers or went to do foreign studies. But I personally prefer to do something different and unconventional. So I talked to my families, and my own brother was in the tech industry, and he said, this is a new space and you should come in and try something new with it. So that's how I decided to go into the tech industry and finally entered Tencent, one of the biggest tech giants in China. Mm-hmm. I worked there for 7 years in the mass data security department. Mm-hmm. I was doing product design and sales channel management. This part of experience is very important and precious to me because it built my connection with Bitcoin and also laid a solid foundation of what we want to do in blockchain space. Mm-hmm. That is to provide a secure and user-friendly wallet service to the masses. So I heard about Bitcoin back in 2015 when I read the white paper, and it has blown me away. But I didn't think about entering this space. Instead, I treated Bitcoin as a new type of asset. And since then, I have been observing the market flows up and downs. It was not until 2017 when I witnessed the huge success of CryptoKitties and the ICO boom that I truly found that cryptocurrency is not only the only one application of blockchain technology, and there are more potential than that, such as gaming, asset tokenization, and more. So that's how I ended up joining in the blockchain space and decided to do something interesting in it. So that's how we started SafePal.
Yeah. When I first went into crypto, the first thing I did was buy a Ledger wallet online. Right. You read about sort of the storage of crypto, the differences between sort of storing it in in your own hard wallet, and then all the various sort of software wallets, and now sort of I would say exchange wallet solutions. And so, what are some of the key things that you look to solve then? Because at that point, I remember it was like $100 or $200 to buy a Ledger, right? And then that was that. I thought that was it's pretty expensive. Yeah. That's pretty expensive, right? And then, there's only a small display on there that I had to sort of read. It was pretty difficult to set up. Obviously the user experience is getting better, and then you guys are driving that, right? But when you're looking at it, what made you sort of, there's obviously, given your background, you can sort of go in many directions when you want to come into sort of space. What made you choose sort of, hardware wallet?
Yeah, that's a really great question. We see this in two different ways. So firstly, from the complete structure of the current blockchain ecosystem, what we have been talking about crypto assets are not limited to the cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, all of that. We think in the coming future, we are going to see more and more different types of real-world assets be listed on the blockchains. For example, you could own your own house on the blockchain. You could authorize your own medical data onto the blockchain, and you can authorize a third party to review and to check and to verify your own personal information with your own approval. You control your own data. You control your own assets on the blockchain. So we think wallet is a very important interface for all of the users. It is a unified and secure interface for users to interact with the blockchains. So in my opinion, a wallet is the most fundamental infrastructure of the blockchain ecosystem. It is not only a tool for users to manage and secure their own private key, but also the bridge for users to communicate between back and forth with the blockchains. So this is how we see wallet's role in the coming blockchain's evolution. From the second point of view, from the current market, we have to say this is a really early stage and niche market. Indeed, there are some players on the market already. They are doing pretty good, like Ledger and Trezor. They have hundreds and millions of users in the blockchain space already. But right now, if we see crypto market in the whole, we can see that the penetration of the crypto is less than 1% compared to the complete internet users. So there's a huge growth space here. It's a great potential. So most importantly, most of the wallet applications are still leaving a lot of problems unsolved. For example, you mentioned that it is a really cumbersome user experience to use Ledger. Like my personal experience is that Ledger is my first hardware wallet, and I spent half an hour in it setting up just to create a new wallet in it, and it is really painful. And it is also a trigger why we started to think about, there's a pain point here, and we should solve it. And this is a real user case. It is not a cloud in the air, but it is a really solid pain point. So we think, considering what wallet has been playing in the ecosystem and considering what we are facing with the current situation, we think wallet is a perfect point for us to cut in. And not to mention that our team is really qualified regarding the background of security, hardware, and software development. Like myself, have been working in the security space for 6 to 7 years. And my founders have been working in the similar space, who used to be an advanced background architect. So we have an in-depth understanding of how to build a secure hardware and also to put a user-friendly software and interface on top of it. So that's how we ended up of thinking that we should make a service and a wallet that can make crypto secure and also simple for everyone, regardless of their knowledge level of the blockchain technology.
I remember one of the conversations I had with CZ when I first joined Binance. I was helping him out on M&A. One of the first acquisitions we did was actually Trust Wallet, which is a decentralized wallet that exists sort of in an app form. And one of the analogies that CZ made about wallets is that sort of wallet is to blockchain as what browsers were, I guess, to the internet. Sort of it's the gateway with which sort of users interact with their assets, or in this case, right, that are placed, whereas like sort of the browser is sort of the user's access point to information, right, on the internet. So I thought that was actually pretty apt analogy, and that's why I think for Binance at that point, the last couple of years, we've been continuing to look at wallet solutions. I forgot to introduce. So your company was originally founded in January 2018, and I think Binance invested in October 2018, and I think the first hard wallet, I think it was you guys launched it around middle of 2019, because I know you support basically all of pretty much most of the main chains. Pretty much all the major tokens out there, and you guys are in over close to 100 countries with users. So it's been about a year since you've released your key product. Tell us about what it's like, and then what's the growth been like?
Yes. Actually, we launched our first hardware wallet, SafePal S1. Yeah, you are right. In May last year, and it was actually much later than we anticipated because we meant to launch the product in January last year when we joined the Binance blockchain conference in Singapore. It took us much longer because we spent a lot of details and involvement and also improvements on the security details. Like back in last year, we worked with WalletFail, one of the very famous security team. For now, they changed their name to Key Labs. Who has hacked Ledger and Treasure at the CCC conference in Germany in 2018. So we worked with that team to review the complete wallet architect and to make sure at the final step, in the last mile to the end point, we are secure and we are good to go. And we spent at least 1 year in improving every bit of security details, every user interface, and also the hardware architect into the wallet. So we are very confident and proud to say that for now we can say that SafePal S1 is one of the best hardware wallets we can find on the market regarding the technical specifications, regarding the price point, and all of that. So I think it totally makes sense why we have been growing so fast because we hasn't let ourselves relax and lie back since the product was launched. Actually, we have been keeping even a faster pace of meeting users' demand. So one of the key product strategy of SafePal is that just flow with the user demand, but not the supply. So we have been keeping close space with communication pace with the blockchain projects, such as like Harmony and also like Wireless X and FTX, all of the projects in Binance ecosystem. We talked a lot about with them, and also we have intense conversation with our own community. So in the last 1 year, we have been keeping a pace, I guess, like 2 to 3 weeks to release a new version and to keep SafePal updated, always updated and ahead of time. And right now we have 19 blockchains integrated into the SafePal wallet already. And coming next, we are seeing more. And more than that, we are also one of the earliest hardware wallet to be integrated with Binance Stats, also Binance Mainnet. And coming next, we are going to be the Binance Global Agent to put the Binance Exchange core into our wallet so that users can enjoy the frictionless exchange experience inside the wallet itself. So we have been doing things like this.
Yeah, from day one, basically, right? Like with your hard wallet, it comes with an ability to trade without sort of moving your assets out of your sort of hard wallet.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the key we want to emphasize.
Exactly,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, as a user, you don't have to move your tokens outside of your cold storage, and you can actually trade on the DEX directly.
Exactly.
I think that's available. When you buy the SafePal wallet and you have it, and you move your assets into it, basically you can start trading on the Binance DEX from day one. I think that's actually a really amazing integration that we've built together.
Yes.
Or that your team has built together. we just provided the API.
We wouldn't have do this without Binance support, to be honest.
How many users do you have right now? Because I've seen your sort of charts. You have basically definitely over millions of Bitcoin addresses now, right? That you guys have registered. Any numbers you can disclose?
Yeah, for now, the cumulative quantity of sales volume is close to 300,000 users globally. I guess right now the exact number would be 80 countries globally. They are very active and hardcore users mostly. They are more like holders instead of investors. So most of them are holding a larger amount of assets in the SafePal S1 wallet. And in the coming few months, we have onboarded swap features and also Binance DEX for trading features. And also we have buy crypto features for users to manage and generate profits even inside their own wallet. So right now, users are growing more and more comfortable of putting their own assets in the decentralized SafePal wallet and to manage their own assets and control as they like. So right now we have a really positive comment from all of our end users. And because we have a really user-oriented spirits, so users kind of like, they like talk to us and we have intense communication with each other. So which is pretty good and enjoyable, yeah.
Yeah. What's the journey been like for you then? Just, I would assume this is your first time founder. You're like a first time founder. Right?
Yes.
And then I find quite rare, I think, in the crypto community are female founders.
Yeah.
I think in tech in general, and especially even more rare, I would say, in Asia.
Yeah.
So I was actually very pleasantly surprised, to have to meet and delighted sort of when we met, I think at the Binance conference last year, to meet sort of like, an awesome, female founder within the crypto industry. What's sort of like that experience been like for you?
It's actually very natural because I have been in the tech industry for a lot of years. And like in my previous working experience, I have been working with male colleagues throughout the years. Like I work in the security department. Like 90% of my colleagues are with like male colleagues and with engineering backgrounds. This is really familiar to me. I really enjoy myself in being unique and then also to connect all of the resources together and to build from scratches to something that is really serving hundreds and thousands of people and in global wide. So this is a really unique experience for me, and to this moment I enjoyed it a lot. So every day you are growing, and every day you are building something on top of it. Like yesterday, we just released a new feature, a version that enable users to swap their tokens inside the wallet without moving the token outside. So on the same day, we saw that 2 orders have been created inside the wallet, like 10 minutes since we launched the version, and which was pretty exciting. So data and performance like this keep encouraging us to go further and to move up and up to achieve what we want to do in the long run. And we think it is really satisfying and it is really encouraging to be part of this ecosystem.
I think before I let you sort of, I would say, pitch the product a little bit, but I see sort of price as being like a huge advantage. But what I want to say is sort of like, we don't lose anything on features and you don't lose anything on security, right?
That's true.
As compared to sort of some of the other products out there. And I think one of the key things, I think, with Binance sort of helping users to sort of onboard, I think we're actually, at least from my end, what I've seen is sort of you started doing some co-branding and co-marketing with some of the other projects, I think, within the Binance ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
Sort of. So what's it been like for you, at least, to be, a member of sort of the Binance ecosystem so far?
Yeah, it's really amazing. Like since we joined in the Labs incubation program back in October 2018, we have been growing and working together with the Binance team together. And Binance platform has actually provided a strong and diversified resources to help SafePal to grow to the next stage. So I can say that the evolution of SafePal can never have been done without Binance support and influence. So we have intense cooperation with Binance and also the ecological partners in the Binance ecosystem, both on the marketing level and also on the product level. Like, for example, like I mentioned, we are one of the first hardware wallets integrated with Binance Mainnet and also Binance DEX, and coming next, Binance Global Agents. And just a few weeks ago, we just launched a series of campaigns with Binance US, which is really fresh start for us because right now more than 50% of our users are located in USA. So this is a really milestone for us to explore the cooperation with Binance US.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Yeah, like, so over half of your users are in the US?
That's true. That's true. Like, yeah.
I'll throw it back to you then. Where can, if I'm a user and I want to buy a SafePal wallet, like where do I buy it? There's a web address, safepal.io.
Yeah.
But like, is it available on Amazon? Is it available in all the sort of the traditional distribution channels?
Yes, for now we have, SafePal is available on our homepage, Amazon, and also we are exploring the offline sales retail channels. Right now we have established partnership in Singapore and also Switzerland and more to come, and also China here. So in the coming future, we are looking to make SafePal accessible to the global users in the most convenient ways.
Yeah, because then it's still a physical device.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But we have launched our light wallet, so yeah, that could make it easier.
No, that's awesome. What are some of the things that you guys are working on in the next couple of months? Sort of, what can we look forward to? Like, because I think one of the original pitches, or one of the things is basically you guys are still exploring ways to lower the price, to lower the barrier of entry.
Yes.
Right. For the wallet, right?
Yes. For now, we are still developing. Like I will separate it into hardware and software. Like from the hardware perspective,
Sure.
we are developing diversified options for the users to choose from. Like we are developing $10. I mean the cost, the $10 cost of wallets, and also high-end series that is going to be launched, I guess, later this year. And also for software part, we have launched our own decentralized software wallet called SafePal Lite, and in it, users can create wallet without even if the user doesn't need to use hardware wallet, he can create a wallet inside the app, the SafePal app. And right now we have on board buy and trade and swap features inside the wallet as well. So in the coming future, we are looking to onboard Binance exchange features into the wallet and to onboard the more powerful trading experience and frictionless experience for our SafePal users. So that would be our coming few plans for the third and fourth quarters.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go here. Do you have any parting words sort of for our users? Because I think, anything you want to sort of, pitch at the end?
I guess a few key tips, takeaway for people to securely manage their assets, because I've been keeping asked about this for multiple times in my experience. So I think it is really important for users to keep their own private key and seed phrase offline, and to put it in a cold storage environment, and also do not disclose to others that you own crypto asset. That would be the best. Or do not disclose to others about a huge amount of crypto assets if you are the big whale in the market. So security tips like this can be found in the our Twitter, and also we are looking to more user education content created in the long run future, because we are also looking forward to the cooperation with Binance Academy and all of that. So yeah, there are a few key takeaways. I guess that's it. Thank you for having me here today. Thank you, Wei.
Thank you, Veronica, for joining the Binance Podcast. And if you're looking to buy a SafePal, just you can go to their website, safepal.io, or you can find them on Amazon, and also to your local stores soon if you're in Singapore, Switzerland. We'll check in with you, in the near future as well, as you guys, great. Come out with more products in future. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I did. If you like this show, please share this episode on Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, WeChat, or any other social media platforms. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Binance Podcast, and see you next time.